Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I hope everybody's well. I'm here to do the full moon reading for Taurus. Now this full moon is in Aries. So Aries has a tendency to be impulsive. So one thing with this full moon energy, it could bring us face to face with consequences of being impulsive. And for you, Taurus, you tend to be stubborn. It's okay. We love you for it. And you make decisions based on facts, your research. However, you also have a fine-tuned intuition that you may have to pull on more, utilize a little bit more with this full moon than you have in the past. Now, it is my belief that you may very well reach an ideal balance with that spiritual reality or facts basis versus your intuition. And this would be a good time to embrace your spiritual side and allow it to guide you a little more than you're comfortable with during this full moon. And what I think is interesting during this full moon, because I already laid out the cards. Enslaved prisoner. You see, this guy, he's bound. But what is interesting, his eyes are closed as his face is tilted towards the heaven. Like he's saying, "Oh God, oh ancestors, oh spirit, oh angels, whomever it is that you believe, help me." It's like blind faith, really. So in here, it's almost like there's an effort here. You want to survive. And this is mental communication with the higher self, the higher God, the higher spirit. However you look at it, because, we like to play with words, This also represents a person who has been maybe a victim or persecuted by their thoughts and feelings. Because this is more, yes, we know this, people can be bound, but this is more being bound by your ideas, how you think, your perception of things, how you look at things. It's like being a martyr. It is known that there's a Saint Cecilia. She's a patron of musicians. And it's like when she died, she sang this song that was like, it made her the martyr, like she was crying out. However, it was her greatest composition in a sense. However, she defended her faith, her greatest treasure. So this is about know thyself and truth. This is about strengthening yourself. Or maybe you feel bound here because basically you just feel lonely. And maybe you need to just say, cry out for some help, or say, hey, I want some company. Or look, I just need someone to unload on. Because I'm just holding on to all this stuff in my head, and I'm going to, it's time to let it go. So you got your eyes closed. So basically, you're praying here. This is of mental energy. Now, what I think is interesting, the first card I got, as far as the chakra cards, this is the solar plexus. And the solar plexus, or this card prayer, interesting enough, but it's the solar plexus which deals with your mental energy, willpower, control, your beliefs, your stomach, your liver, your digestion. And he says, like, see, it's the sun, the solar. It's like he's out here on the beach because really that solar, that sun, that's going to give him some energy to get up out of this situation. You need the sun. Now, we want to say maybe the Son of God, depending on what you believe. But Ra is the sun. The sun rises and falls. You need the sun. You need some energy from the sun. And with that, though, because this is the third chakra, like I said, stomach, liver, things like that, this is also represents, you think of animals, the birds. It represents the birds. Birds are able to fly high. So it's like air. It's like you need some air. Get out your mind. Let your mind soar. Go into different areas. Look at things differently. Because a psychological issue here could be some blockage or esteem issues, no willpower, or physically you might feel sluggish, your appetite is low, or another area you may have some repressed anger or some control issues. Now, Taurus, you know you like to control stuff, you know. But the thing is, get out in the sun. Walk. The sun is God. Let God touch your face as you say your prayers and you walk. Drink some lemonade. That's a glass of lemonade here. This is... And with the yellow and the solar plexus, you know, yellow foods are really good. But with the sun Ra, this is really prayer. Pray to what you believe. He's got his eyes closed looking up. You look up to which cometh your strength from the sun. This is about inquiry and original thoughts that are inspired by the angels. Angels have wings like birds. The purpose is to radiate what's inside. This is powerful energy that moves your projects forward. But this is also cutting through and face the truth. Surrender to a higher calling. There's a collaboration here, a willingness to change one's mind. The mind is of air. Let go of control here. Let the birds just take your thoughts and send them up. Green. So you see all this green, you know, eating leafy vegetables and things like that. The green here, this is the heart chakra. This is how you trust, how you love, how you give and receive love. Are you open to people, ideas? How do you cope? So this is like your lung, your heart, your blood pressure, your immune system. And this is like, do breathing exercises. Breathe to open up your heart here. Let the birds fly. You open up your heart, you have some different thoughts. This chakra right here, this is the third chakra. This is the fourth chakra. You're praying to the sun. Open up your heart here. Open up your heart. And what's it going to tell you here? It says grief. But what this is really about is it represents the strength of character that's inherent in true love. This card heralds a deep caring and ability to heal and love again. This is about healing. However deep the pain may be or hard the challenge you face, troubled times denote smooth sailing ahead. So whatever you're going through, well, you're feeling bound here, you're like, oh God, you're looking up to the sun, saying your prayers. But you need to open up your heart, because this is learning how to love again. You've probably gone through something, like most people have gone through something, but it's about opening up. You know, Taurus, because you know, gotta control. You deal with facts, and when you look at this is really prayer is really some serious faith, and opening up your heart. This is not something that's written in or facts or on a spreadsheet or some type of statistic. Well, I'm sure there's statistics that say that prayer works, or we can see those things, but you're more material and grounded, so there's like something that's more tangible. But this is of the spirit realm. I remember in church he used to say, look to the hills from which cometh your strength. He's looking up. It's not really the hills, it's looking up to the sun, Ra, where all energy and source comes from. Good news. Success arrives with perseverance. No mountain too high for you to climb. No mountain is too high for you to look over and see the sun. This is good news here. This is opening yourself up. The good news is you can let go of these chains that bind your mind. Prayer. Get some sun. Walk in the sun. That walking is going to help you open up your heart too, and let go of all that stuff that you're holding on to. Open up your heart. Eat some green vegetables. Walk in the sun. Drink lemonade. And the good news is you can let go of these chains. All right, Taurus. This was your full moon reading in Aries. So don't do anything impulsive. Prayer is not impulsive. Prayer is focused. Open up your heart with prayer. That's what you're going to pray. God, help me to open up my heart and heal. And let go of the chains that bind. The good news is you have success. All right. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. This is Sister Omi, everybody. Peace.